Alright. Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Collision or Hit. I, Tony Schiavone, with Joey Styles, and with Montel Vertadius Porter. And today on Collision or Hit, we're going to have Rainbow Bright fight Strawberry Shortcake. But not Rainbow Bright the doll fighting Strawberry Shortcake the doll, no. We're going to have Merkwell Dismal and Lurky we're going to have Merkwell Dismal and Lurky from Rainbow Bright take on the Purple Pie Man or Sour Grape from Strawberry Shortcake. And you might ask yourself, how are we going to do this? Tony Schiavone says, do we have the dolls? Yes, we do have the dolls. We do. So yes, it can be done. We do have the dolls. So we can do it, Tony Schiavone says. Well, you always want to know one thing, Joey Styles says. You always want to know if Merc call him the Purple Pie Man. He's called him the Purple Cake Man, but his first name is never given. And he always wanted to know if Lurky would ever fight Sour Grape. Well, now we're going to get to seek that, Joey Styles says. First off, Montel Vertadius Porter says, Merkwell Dismal has been fighting Rainbow Bright for 40 years or 41 years, and the Purple Pie Man's been fighting Strawberry Shortcake for about, what? About 40, so longer than that. And you would think that they would come up with a name for him, but they never did. And I don't know who would win between the Merkwell Dismal and the Purple Pie Man, or the Purple Cake Man, or whatever his true name is. We don't know. We don't know, and we're going to bring it up now. You know. So here comes the Purple Pie Man, or the Purple Cake Man in the ring now. As you can see, these dolls aren't good at standing up unless they lean against something. Alright. I am the Purple Pie Man of Porcupine Peak. And you may know me by my dance I used to do years ago. And here is my friend. And here's my friend. And they keep shifting it out. But here's my friend here, Sour Grape, who helps me in all of my evil goals and Strawberry Shortcake and all the drawing shows over the years. Yeah, and I'm the one that's got to bail you out. I'm the one that's got to help you out every time you can't get them done. I heard what you said about me, Merkwell. I heard you scathed me, and now it's my shift to scathe you. You think you're so great? You scathed me for not beating Strawberry Shortcake all those years? Well, you couldn't beat Rainbow Bright in all those 41 years. So you got no room to talk. Yeah, at least we are more cool than you. You know, yeah, we're more cool than you, Merkwell Dismal. You want to put gloom in everything. At least Purple here, at least he wants to cook things, but he doesn't put a lot of thought into it, and that's why a lot of his food is bad. Hey, don't say that about me. So, you're so purple, we meet again. Only this time, I heard all the shit you said about me. And it's right. You're still fighting Strawberry Shortcake after all those years. Yeah, you're still fighting Rainbow Bright after all those years. Yeah, at least I No, at least I atoned it for what I did. You never did. Pa, you couldn't put gloom around the world. Well, at least glooming the world up is more cooler than say I make snack food and I make sweets and I don't put any thought into it. Hey, hey, Murky, hey Murky, isn't that Sour Grape over there? Yeah. At least I'm not as dumb as Lurky thinks. Who said I was dumb? You wanna fight? Come on. We'll see who the most greatest foe is. And I'm gonna win. I know I'm gonna beat you. Come on, we're gonna have a tag team match out of this. Me and Lurky here will fight you and Sour Grape. You don't wanna fight me. You know if you did, I would beat you. Bring it on, Purple Pie Man. Bring it on, Purple Cake Man. Ding ding, we're gonna see who's gonna win between this fight between the Purple Pie Man and Merkwell Dismal. And we can only hope that one side, shit, they can't even stand up. Well, Sour Grape and Lurky can't stand up. They got that going. You know, they got that going between each other. Oh, Austin. You know, well, we're going to see what's going to happen here. But the Purple Pie Man just knocked down Merkwell Dismal, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, Joey Styles says. And now he's going to get him beat. Joey Styles says. Is he going to do that? Is he going to do that skip and that step he does? I'm going to beat you, Merkwell Dismal, because I am the Purple Pie Man of Porcupine Peak. Oh! And Merkwell Dismal hit him and knocked him down while he was doing that dumb dance, Tony Schiavone says. What do you mean, dumb dance? Montel Rotadius Porter says, I like that dance. Oh! And Merkwell Dismal just hit him with his nose. But now, the Cake Man, or the Pie Man, now and knocked Merkwell Dismal down with his pie that you can see he's got in his hands right here. And now he's going to bring in Sour Grape now. What kind of name is Sour Grape, Tony Schiavone says. I don't know. It's bad. And Merkwell Dismal has to now tag Zen Lurky. And now we'll see what Lurky can do. Tony Schiavone said. Well, Joey Styles says Lurky hasn't binded his shoes in years, so he might trip over his shoes and fall down. Joey Styles said. Montel Rotadius Porter said that's right. Lurky hasn't binded those shoes in 41 years. You know, he might trip and fall on him. Oh! And Lurky just knocked down Sour Grape. And Lurky's on her. It's over. Lurky's going to win this. Uh-oh, the Purple Pie Man's coming back. Merkwell Dismal just knocked the Purple Pie Man and just threw him out of the ring. It looks like this match is over. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winners. Merkwell Dismal and Lurky. Well, Merkwell Dismal and Lurky won the match here today. That can mean that the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape didn't win their match, and they cannot be happy with that at all, Tony Schiavone says. And the last time I ever seen the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape fight, it's like Lord Zed and Rita Repulsa fighting. It doesn't end very well, Tony Schiavone says. Yeah, Joey Styles says, you're right. Anyone who's ever watched any of the strawberry shortcake drawing shows, the oldest one, the newer ones, knows that things don't go well between Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape, or whatever, or is pie an English word? I don't know. I'll tell you what, Montel Ricadius Porter says, it's sad. It is sad, because I thought the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape would beat Merkwell, Dismal, and Lurkey, and it didn't happen, Montel Ricadius Porter says, and I put bids in on them. That's sad. Alright. Well, Tony Chevalier said we're going to have Mike Lane now talk with the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape. Alright. Thank you, Tony Chevalier. Thank you, Joey Styles. I'm gonna be talking with the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape here today. And I give you a Stanley here today on Collision or Hit. Alright, Purple Pie Man, Sour Grape, you two did not win your match against Merkwell, Dismal, and Lurkey. It's all your fault, Purple. It's all your fault. You should have tagged me in at that time. You should have kept out of the match. I had Lurkey where I wanted him. I had that overgrown, brown, whatever the hell he is, thing. You came in thinking, oh look, I'm going to help her. I didn't need your help. You made us lose the match. Shut up, Sour Grape. I didn't lose a match. You lost a match. Don't guilt it on me. I was coming in to help you. You didn't have Lurkey down. Whatever Lurkey is, there's no way you could have beat him by yourself. I was coming in to help you. And I would have helped you if Merkwell Dismal didn't come in and knock me down and throw me out of the ring. Forgiveness is forgivenesses. They're like armholes. Everyone has them. They all stink. And now you just made us the laughing stock of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil. You are the laughing stock of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil, not me. Well, Purple Pie Man, Sour Grape, I can see you two are not getting along. Are you still two going to be warring against Strawberry Shortcake? What do you think, Mike Lane? I spent many years warring with Strawberry Shortcake. You think I'm going to give up on that? And Sour Grape, are you going to leave the Purple Pie Man because you lost this match? No, I'm going to be with him for years. You know? Maybe, no, I'm not going to leave. If it wasn't for me, none of his goals would ever work. And he's the laughing stock of the 4-1 Bonds of Evil. He's the one that puts no thought into any of the snack food or sweets that he makes. Just like you don't put any thought to you and that dumb snake you always have. When we get back home, we're going to have a talk. Yeah, right. Well, that was my talk with the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape. Back to you, Tony Chevalier and Joey Styles. Well, thank you, Mike Lane, for talking with the Purple Pie Man and Sour Grape here today on Collision or Hit. And that's all the time we got here for Collision or Hit. I, Tony Chevalier, with Joey Styles and with Montel Ricadius Porter, we hope you like Collision or Hit, and we'll see you tomorrow for Power or Might.